system isn't already, just turn on the console.
Welcome to the AggroCast, the official podcast at AggroGamer.com. This is episode 39, and I'm your host, Michael Camacho. And back with me after a week off are Binh and Brian Bentley.
What's going on, yo?
What's up? We'll get into that in a second.
Episode 39 already?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, well, I say a week off, but actually our last episode got posted a week late, so for those who are confused.
And that means all three of you.
Ouch. But we love all three of you.
That's right.
100. Oh! Brian's just a pessimist.
I'm the pessimist. That's
Brian's a pest? What? He's a pest?
Pessimist.
Oh.
That's me.
So how we all been this week? Or the past 2 weeks, actually.
Well, we've been dog sitting, and that's been an adventure. It was the neediest pug that's ever lived.
Aw.
It was, well, she went away today, so I'm feeling much, much better. She puked on my couch. In fact, the spot that I sit in for her to play video games.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
Dog is marking his
That was the
spot.
highlight. That was
Well,
like
your
big...
girlfriend was like, good dog, good dog.
no, she was like, oh shit. He's like, oh shit, you're gonna be pissed. I'm like, yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Anyway, what about you guys? How was BlizzCon?
BlizzCon was awesome. I had a lot of fun. It was a little hectic at times where it's like just maneuvering around people while you're trying to do stuff, but overall I thought it was really fun. Played a buttload of D3 main titles, and they had a nice little arcade area where you can play like the older games, of course StarCraft, Warcraft 2, some of the Game Boy Advance games they have out. I think it's called Three Vikings or something like that, or I forgot what it's called. The waiting in line for the stores was ridiculous. I mean, I just wanted a beach volleyball for $10, and I'm waiting in line for about an hour and a half just to get one.
Ouch.
I'm like, okay, but no, it was fun though. I met up with a lot of good people and whatnot, so it was fun.
Well, you met up with the Dorkable from Pwned, right?
Yeah, I met up with the Dorkable from Pwned.com, and she was cool to hang out with. She was like telling me like there are places where we don't even have here in Massachusetts. Like
Talk like that,
Jack in the... No. But she was saying that they don't have places like Jack in the Box or Red Robin.
We don't have Jack in the Box either. Well, we have Red Robin. Love it.
Oh yeah, no, that's where I took her for lunch, and so it was fun. And then we actually went out to dinner last night. We went to the IHOP. Like she had her friend with her, and her friend was just something else. So
Wait! You took a girl out to dinner. You took her to IHOP.
well, that's where she wanted to go.
I think it was a friend thing. I don't think he was actually taking her out.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry. Yeah.
You
Right.
forgot he's got a girlfriend.
Right. I'm with you now. God.
Well, we'd all cheer him on if he was with another girl, but
No. My girl will kill me.
We're good.
I just had to throw in the that's it. I don't really care. I try to work that into any episode I can. It's kind of like the fapping sounds that Nate does to Wesley over there on AggroGamer every show.
God, that's hilarious.
Yeah, well,
we
we
need to
haven't
have those
heard
guys
that
back on.
over there.
I agree. I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about getting a hold of them and see if we can get...
Do one massive show.
That'd be awesome. We'd be one big clusterfuck on the air.
Why not? We should do it.
I agree. I'll talk to Eric and see what's up.
We got to make that happen. Yeah.
Actually, if you guys listen to this, and we don't contact you anytime, hit us up. We're willing to do a big ass show. Just hey, you guys can post it as your show. We'll post it as our show. We don't give a fuck.
To do a joint show.
Yeah. One of us will be like, "Welcome to AggroGamer. Welcome to the AggroCast, bitches."
Just screaming at each other.
Exactly. It's our show, motherfucker.
God. Anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, talk about BlizzCon. Do you think they sold too many tickets?
No, actually, I don't think so. I thought at first because the amount of people that was waiting in line, like literally, like when I first got there,
Yeah.
I'm like walking towards the back. I'm like at the side of the building. I'm like walking. I'm like, oh my God, where's that end of the line here? So finally, you know, I'm like totally on the other side of the building where the entrance is. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta wait in line for this. So finally the line started moving just a little bit, and I just got stuck like in front of like this fountain type structure they had there. And so 2 hours later, the line finally moves for everyone to get in. So, you know, I'm sitting there, and of course I tweeted the first thing I went to was the Blizzard store. Well, I got out of line because I'm like, you know, screw this. I'm gonna find a seat because I'm freaking tired from standing for 2 hours in the beating sun. I'm just gonna sit down, relax, and enjoy the opening ceremony. So, went through that, and then finally I'm like, okay, got up, and then just the lines for like all three games was just like super long. I'm like, you know, I'll deal with this later. So I just, you know, I was going through one booth after another, you know, seeing what, well, who else was there and whatnot. You know, you have Intel, Alienware, who else was there? Hold on a second. Trying to remember who else was there. Let's see, Mountain Dew, Asus, Kingston, Nvidia, Razer, the Steel Series. I mean, they were all there. So it was fun, just going to the different booths and seeing what activities was there and whatnot. I bought a bunch of stuff, like a lot, that I needed to, but oh well.
Did you buy dolls?
Fuck you.
Actually, yes.
The figures, you fuckers.
I have I have two Murlocs, and hold on, let me grab one real quick for you guys. Hold on a second.
Yes, show us on the air.
What's he doing?
I don't know. I think he's gonna show.
Come back!
Can't you see? Look what I got.
What? Yeah, I have right here is the talking Murloc, right? If you don't know the game is the creature is like a almost like a frog, like with like teeth. Yeah, it's almost like that, and it talks because this is what the noises it makes. So it was $40, and you know it's gonna be in my room. So
I obviously have a better thing.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's what my girlfriend says.
What?
Nothing.
Get off me?
No. No, she's the one that goes on me.
What?
I'm sure she loves you telling all this on the podcast.
Oh, yeah. It's a good thing she doesn't listen.
For now.
Call me Big Pop.
I'll send her a message on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, you kids in your Facebooks.
Yeah, you kids and your Twitter. Wait a minute.
Well.
Hey. Well, this has gotten awkward. So let's.
Okay. So for the past 2 weeks, on my end, I got my air conditioner fixed.
Ooh.
Cost me only $100. Thank God for home warranties.
That's nice.
Well, it's just like I have a newer thermostat, so with the newer thermostat, it has a delay timer on it. Inside my air conditioning unit outside that the guy found is an old mechanical delay timer. Well, they were setting each other off, so I kept hearing this loud grinding sound. He said what was happening was it was shutting down and then immediately kicking back on, so the motor wasn't fully Cooled. So he just removed it. I paid him $100 and he's gone.
Nice.
Yeah. So no complaints. It's nice and cool in my house again instead of 82 degrees.
Yeah.
Luckily, all the rooms in my house, except for the basement where I keep my oscillating fan, have ceiling fans. So it was never too bad. Other than that, not too much going on. Just playing games and working on my PC. Oh, that's another thing. Let me get into that. Actually, this past Monday, goozex.com, the game trading site, has opened themselves up to movie trading. I have already mailed out over 30 movies, and it'll be over 40 by the end of tomorrow.
Jeez.
Probably close to 50 by the end of the month. I'm guessing. I mean, I've put up over 200 movies for trade on goozex.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm trying to clear out all the bullshit. I'm like, don't watch. Like it, but I don't know when the hell I'm ever going to watch this again. Just ripping them out and saying, put them up. And people were trading like crazy right now. It's been a great success for goozex so far.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I had like 10 games coming in and 8 DVDs at one point. Now it's like 3 games and like 17 DVDs or Blu-rays coming in. They really need to up the maximum amount you can have coming in at once. 20 is just not enough anymore.
Wow.
So I've been pressing them to do that, and they said they've been looking into it, but it's currently in beta, so they're working out the kinks still. But I have to recommend, if you're not looking for game trading, but you have a shit ton of movies you can't figure out what to do with, it's a great way to unload them and get new ones. Especially for me, like I've been looking at movies, I'm like, oh, this is on Blu-ray now. I won't go out and spend $25 on that Blu-ray, but I'll put out $15 worth of points for it. So I've been trading all the old DVDs and trying to upgrade some of the movies to Blu-ray, the ones I really like. That's been my 2 weeks. I did finally get out prize packages from Pwned Game nights from January and February. To Sweet Cheeks and Ace and Butcher. Oh, I'm horrible. And I was like, you guys, they were like, thank you, and I was like, thank Nicola, because she nagged the shit out of me. Oh, sorry, not nagged the shit out of me, she got mad when I said that earlier. She bugged me till I got them out.
She repetitively reminded you.
Yeah, there you go. Good one.
There you go.
Yeah. So, why don't we get into what we've been playing this week, or past 2 weeks? Brian, why don't you start us off?
Sure, absolutely. Well, I finally put in Little Big Planet. I've been meaning to play that for a long time, and I finally got some time. What's up?
Little Big Planet?
Yeah, Little Big Planet. Hey, I'm still getting over the allergies from having the dog, so you know. So yeah, Little Big Planet, and of course I've been playing Lotro. I put in Soul Calibur 4. That was a little disappointing.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Soul Calibur 4 on the PS3.
I liked it. Like, don't get me wrong, I liked it, but I don't know. I just had this feeling. Maybe there's it's just more of a sense of nostalgia from when I was playing it, on the Dreamcast. But I was like, I'm like, all right, well, I'll pick Darth Vader just because I love Darth Vader. I'm like, so I started playing, and like 5 matches later, it's like, you win, and I'm like, I didn't. I just started playing.
Yeah,
it is brief.
Very brief.
But the thing you have to do is that tower, which is a pain in the ass.
Okay, I'll have to. Well, I wanted to get some money so I could start buying a few characters. So
yeah, Talim is the best.
Yeah,
I can fly around the ring with her.
But yeah, I mean, for what I played so far, it's pretty decent. I guess I was just expecting more out of the story mode. I finally finished up Wallace and Gromit's Grand Adventures, the episode 4, The Bogeyman. So we'll be seeing a review sometime this week on that. And I got a chance on the Batman Arkham Asylum demo. Actually, I had done it last Sunday, so I can talk about it on the podcast, but that didn't work out. I really liked that game. I thought it'd be kind of limited after watching David play at E3, but I was really impressed with how fluid it felt, and just it was like I did very little, and it made me feel like a total badass for how very little I put into it.
Yeah, I felt the same way.
Nice. And yeah, Jesse actually already picked up his copy. He will be reviewing that on the site this week.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So look for that. Yeah, I definitely want to try out the demo. I just haven't had a chance to really download it. I just need to get on that.
Yeah, I said before you pick up the game, at least give the demo a shot. I thought the demo was really good. So
Yeah, I'm definitely not buying that game. I mean, it's nothing against the game or the developers. Just I have too much already pre-ordered to run out and buy it. I'll probably definitely Goose Exit. So I'll be up at 1 a.m. in the morning, Tuesday morning, to request. So, Ben, what about you? I know you've pretty much played everything to offer at BlizzCon.
yeah, pretty much. StarCraft 2, Diablo 3, and the new WoW expansion. So
discuss them.
Well, which one do you want to know first?
Dude, I don't really care about any of those three, so whichever one you want to start with.
Well,
StarCraft 2.
I played the single player mode, and it felt like the original back in the day, where it just had that feel of like, okay, this is what you need to do. You need to go and complete it. And the level that I was playing, you had to escort the civilians to a point without the Zerg overrunning you. Now, the one thing that I really like about it is like you can't have this mass army and just try to take over the Zerg base, because they will just completely annihilate you. So the one thing I focus on is just escorting the civilians. I had just had this one massive group, and just escorting the civilians. I always place down a couple bunkers just in case they would try to come out a little too early and try to attack them. But I thought it was really, really done well, where they really fortified the Zerg base like that, and you couldn't just rush in and just like, oh, the Zerg's not here no more, and the stage like that. Diablo 3, I played the new hero class, the Monk, and I enjoyed the living hell out of it, where the gameplay really felt like the old Diablo games, just updated graphics and whatnot, and I felt like I was 18, 19 again, just playing the game. It took me like no time to get used to it. And then
So is that like a day one then for you? I mean, obviously StarCraft is a day one, but
yeah, that game's gonna be a day one for me also. Wow. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately like in a bad way, but unfortunately for me, because it's just like we're gonna find the time to do anything else. Right. And then I played the new World of Warcraft expansion, Cataclysm.
Go ahead, tell everybody now how you. I'm totally gonna cancel my account. And
I renew my account.
Sucker.
I renew my account, and because the damn game sucked me right back and whatnot. Just the way how. It's not just like, oh, we're going to give you new content, and here it is. It's pretty much, oh, the whole freaking world is about to change, and we're going to throw in a couple things to it, and a couple of new instances, and, here you go. So it's not going to, like, you're going to roam around like the Barrens or anything like that, and it's going to be like, I was here when I was, like, level 14 or something. No, there's going to be a new whole feel to it. Places are going to look different now, and it's just not going to feel or look the same as before.
So what happens to the people? This is what I'm wondering. What happens to the people who just start up then? They're just going to start in this new...
Yep, they're going to start up just like that.
That sucks.
What about all the quests that they're currently running in Azeroth?
They're going to change slightly, from what I understand.
Uh-huh.
That sucks for new people because they'll never be able to experience it the way it was.
Yeah, well, unless you do it now before the expansion. I mean, the expansion is not going to come out anytime soon, which I'm guessing is probably going to come out, I want to say sometime either late next year, I want to say. So, I mean, normally when they announce a new expansion, they don't release it until like the year after.
Man,
So you have an entire year to experience all the old content if you want.
man, they cast that out there. They're like, there's the bait. Oh, hooked them. Back.
And yep, sinker. The demos that we played at the when you go into the to the area is you get to play like the two new races and whatever class you want to pick from them. So the first time I went around, I played the Goblin for the Horde, and I enjoyed the living hell out of it. They have this thing called rocket jump, which is pretty much like this rocket they have on their belt. So you click the button. So let's say you're trying to get away, and I was playing a hunter on the Goblin. So if I wanted to create some distance for me to use my bow, I just rocket jump and just start shooting away. It was awesome. And then, I was going through there, guys. I was getting really into it, and then like suddenly the guy comes around and goes, "Oh, you got 5 minutes left." I'm like, I just sat down. So I waited in line again, and the line for day 2 was it went pretty fast. They were like, okay, keep on coming, keep on coming. So I mean, I think the max time that I actually waited was like 15, 20 minutes at most, I want to say.
Well,
So, no, that's not bad at all. So
Wait
the
till
second
you're
time
at
around,
PAX.
yeah, I have a second feeling for that. But no, the second time around, I played as the Worgen, which is the Alliance, which is pretty much the humans, well, a group of humans were cursed. Well, they're pretty much like the werewolves in the game. I'll just say it that way. So they have the ability to transform into like human male or female, and then you hit cast this spell
Female.
for you, yeah, and then you hit the button and then they can turn into a werewolf. I really didn't like it. I don't know why. I just felt like it was something off or something missing on that side. It's just that it just felt completely weird playing that.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, it's like, oh, it's just WoW.
yeah.
Well, yeah. No, I got excited about it. I was enjoying the living hell out of the Goblin side that I did with the Worgen, but maybe it'll change that in a year's time or whatnot. So
You're
we'll
gonna
see.
soon be an alliance guy.
No, because my character's a horde.
Yeah. I hear that.
So was mine until I got to level 26 and realized the game was awful. So I'm gonna get into an MMO I had fun with. Surprisingly enough, we talked about it on the last podcast. Ion. We said Aeon the whole last podcast. I want to apologize to the fans out there. It's Ion. I know this now. So I got into the final closed beta. Jumped in, made a character on each side just to see how the character creation is. I know David said it was kind of limited. I actually found it to be pretty deep considering it's a MMO. I like the fact that I can make my character really tall, and you can shrink the head down as far as you want, pretty far.
So you
like
can have a guy that looks like he's been cast by a voodoo shaman, like have his head all the way down.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Or you can do the other way, like a little person head.
Oh god.
Like a little person with a big head. But no, it was
Like
really...
a chibi?
Yeah. Like a super deformed character. But no, people were making some pretty interesting characters in the game. Some actually looked like children running around the game, attacking monsters. I thought it was pretty funny. You know me, I picked the Asmodee side, not the Elios, Elios is like the light side, Asmodee is like the dark side. I created my scout, Sati, female of course, long purple hair. But I really enjoyed the customization. you could really see that this was made by a Korean developer. Just looking at the characters, they look like the designs of typical Korean games. And I really enjoyed the character creation. Once I got in there, started doing the questing, it's a lot of grinding compared to WoW, where you'll level up quick with quests. Some areas you really need to grind to certain levels.
Oh.
So a lot of people won't like that.
Yeah.
It's a very Eastern style MMO though, that they're trying to incorporate Western things into, like questing and stuff like that. Because over in Korea, China, whatever, when you play these games, they're grinding. They're sitting there grinding, killing things, killing things, killing things. I only had to do that to get to level 9 or 10, I can't remember. For the most part, quests were getting me through it. Once you get to level 9 and you max out at level 9, you need to go do the quest to get your wings. Because it will stop at level 9. It will not let you go to level 10 until you finish that quest. So I got to I got to level 10, actually eventually got to level 12. But you get your wings. A lot of areas, though, you can't just use your wings and fly around. I guess they don't want to clusterfuck when you're in, like, towns or the capitals or whatever of people flying around. So, but I got to the part where you can use your wings. I died a few times because I really wasn't paying attention to the meter that was telling me how much longer I had to fly. Which is funny as hell when they fall and die. One thing I like that it doesn't do is the WoW bullshit of, let's go find your fucking body. No. You respawn at the obelisk.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. That was awesome. I hate that shit with WoW where I'm like, I'm gonna go run and find my body. Oh wait, somebody's camping, waiting for me to fucking respawn. Not in this game.
Or the old glitch of, oh, your body fell through the earth and you can't get to it, and then you have to use the red sickness.
This game has sickness too, but right at the obelisk, where you respawn, is like a soul healer, which will get rid of all that and bring back your EXP that you could possibly lose. Actually, you will lose that EXP if you don't pay for it back. But I had a lot of fun with it. I thought the combat was good. I liked the chain combos. I got up to level 2 with the combos. I really didn't keep going in the game because it is a closed beta that was going to end Monday. Started Friday, ended Monday. I didn't want to get too far and then be all bummed out that I just lost.
Oh, you were bummed out anyways.
I was, but I didn't want to be too bummed out. So, I basically got the chain combos, and I like how you have to time it. If you miss it, you miss it. Like, it's not like you can just get it back. I really had a lot more fun than WoW. I thought it was a bit more of a challenge. Even at least up until level 10. Once I got some gear and stuff after level 10, it seemed a little easier killing monsters and stuff. But up until then, I found it even challenging sometimes to kill monsters and other things that were close to my level, even at my level. And I like that challenge. A lot of people were complaining about on the forums about rifts in the PvP. I'll be honest, I never once ran into PvP.
Was it like you were avoiding it, or it just never came
never came to it. Like, I wasn't avoiding it at all. People were complaining that people were just coming into areas and griefing people constantly. I never once saw it, so I was like, I don't know. I don't know what they're bitching about. I'm reading the forums, I'm going, not happening on my server. Just when I got back into the game. But a lot of fun. Can't wait. Open beta soon. Can't wait.
Oh, it is. So they're going to have an open beta before release.
Yeah. And then after open beta, they're going to wipe again. And then the release. Everybody who pre-ordered at least the collector's edition gets a head start. I believe it's a 2-day head start here in the U.S. So we'll be able to create the characters. I don't know if you'll be able to play or just create your characters and have it reserved for when it comes on.
Now, they'll probably let you get, a few levels in.
Yeah, it would be nice. I'd like to be able to at least get to level 10. Have the wings before everybody starts slamming the server.
Yeah.
fun ass MMO. I love it. And I really liked it. It was nice, and I like the music to it. Like the monsters in there, and I like the fact that it'll basically tell you if the monster is going to be one that will aggro you or not. Like, it'll say if it sees you, it'll attack you.
Wait, you mean you don't have that, or that doesn't have that in other MMOs?
I'm sure it does.
Oh,
Wait, have what?
I don't know.
because I have that in Lotro. If I click on it, depending on what color the bar is, it tells me straight out.
Well, see, you don't even need to click on them, though. It'll show up on your map as like a red dot.
Oh, I see.
Which is nice.
I see what you're saying. So
when you're running, you see this little red dot on your screen, you know there's an aggro monster nearby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Seemed like everybody I ran into in the game was nice. People helped me out. One guy was looking for iron ore, and I just said, hey, he started mining and only got like 2 of them. And I know he needed like 5, so I was like, I had 8 in my thing. I was like, you need iron ore? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay, here you go. He was like, thanks, and ran off. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
I was like, I saw too many people trying to sell those quest items, and I was like, bullshit, fucking take it. I do like the mining, or not mining, I should say. I can't remember what it's called in the game, but it's kind of like the mining, or you're picking flowers or whatever. It's got a success and fail bar that goes. The top bar is the success, and it'll move up a little. The fail will move a little, and depending on how they move, it's pretty much random. You'll either succeed or fail, but it lets you see how you're doing. And once you get higher levels, I mean, the success bar is just like whoop, and you're pretty much got it. So I thought that was cool. It just won't happen, and you'll be like, well, why the fuck didn't I get it? This will actually show you how it's doing the random. I rarely failed, so I had no problem with that. The other MMO I played was Champions Online. It's gotten to the open beta. Enjoyed creating the character, but I didn't think the depth was there. It's got a lot of options, but it just didn't feel great to me. And the cell shading is just way too comic book / cartoony. Like, it just feels really overdone. I'm gonna say this disclaimer now, because some people may come back and be like, bullshit, you didn't play the game right. I picked the MMO style settings, thinking it was gonna play like a typical fantasy style MMO. I didn't pick the one that it says is created for the game, because I didn't want to run in and just start playing and be like, what the fuck is going on? I don't like the fact I can't double click on an enemy and start attacking them. Really fucking annoying. Same goes for like a quest guy. You go up to a person for a quest, you double click and nothing happens. It tells you to hit Z, but it automatically targets multiple things. So if you're not paying attention, the first target may be a bench, and you press Z and you're picking up a bench nearby, and I'm like, no, I want to fucking talk to this asshole I have highlighted. And so you have to actually then click on that person's name, then hit Z, and it's like, it just felt like too much to get to what I needed to do. Maybe I need to try the other controls, but I just wasn't that impressed. It was cool. It did feel very comic book cartoony in style, but for some reason I just couldn't get into that. I don't know, it was alright. I might go back and play a little more and try the other controls, but as of now, it's just not a game I'm gonna pick up.
Yeah, that's alright.
Other games I've been playing, Ghostbusters, I just started. Actually, I was playing it before we started. Pretty fun. It's very easy to get into. Picked up quite a bit of gamer score already. I don't know, the comedy's there. It feels like you're playing a movie. I like the fact they had all the voice actors come back for it.
Yeah.
I mean, Bill Murray's great. So's Dan Aykroyd. So I'm gonna play that a little more before I send it back out on GooseX. Let's see. I played a game called Flower, Sun, and Rain for the Nintendo DS. Very Japanese style game.
So it made no sense, is what you're saying.
It didn't at first. I was like, I literally had to read a fact to figure out what the fuck I was doing. And once you figure out what you're expected to do, it's very easy. But you're basically looking for clues around the way. And once you figure out the clues and you have this hint that you're supposed to figure out something, you like jack into your computer or you'll jack into somebody's eye. I know it's weird. Different things you do, and then you like put in the clues. Like you'll put in the numbers and say what you think it is. Boom, you solve the puzzle and you move on. It's really cool and unique. I don't think I'll be trading this one back off because I have a feeling it's going to be a very hard game to find in the future. So I had fun with that. I got back into Doki Doki Majo Shinpan 2. For those who don't know, that's the game where you touch
underage girls
to find out if they're witches or not. I got back into this because I need to finish it because I have Doki Majo Plus coming in the mail this week, which is like the side story beach trip or whatever.
Sorry.
So I got that coming in this week, so I gotta finish this game. I don't know. I'll tell you, the sequel, the battles against the girls, like where you're actually fighting them, are a lot easier than the first one. Like it just feels like I'm kicking their ass this time around. While the first one was much tougher in the later battles. Before I get into the final game I've been playing, I did play a couple other games real quick. Battlefield 2 Modern Combat on Xbox and The Outfit on Xbox 360, both on 360. I can see why these were release titles. God, they're freaking awful. Battlefield wasn't horrible, but after playing more recent games, it's just not that great. And The Outfit, I was like, literally, this game is fucking trash. I started the game and I was like, within like 10 minutes, I was like, okay, I'm done. Like, you're running around. I'm trying to do cover, and it's really, there's no cover at this point. I'm like, why isn't he covering? So guys are running at me, and I'm like, I fucking can't get away. Your guy runs slow. The other guys seem like they're flying at you. Oh, it's horrible. Definitely stay away from that game if you ever want to go back for older, cheaper titles. So finally, I did start Infamous.
And?
I will say, as I've said before, I was worried that after playing Prototype, going to Infamous with a slower style, it would be tough to adjust to, but actually the game does a great job of getting you into the game. I don't think it's this spectacular game that everybody says it is. I think it's a very good game. I'd say it's on par with Prototype, but for different reasons. While Prototype was great to pick up and just go at it and have fun, Infamous is great. It's got a great story, great graphics. The fun part at times is not really there. I don't feel the controls are as fluid as Prototype had, but it's not. It doesn't always feel like a negative in that sense. It's very, I don't know. It's a very well designed game, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm really enjoying the story and progressing the story to find out what's going on. That's the one thing it does over Prototype. It's definitely got a much deeper and better story.
Is it? I mean, but it's definitely worth picking up because I've kind of been toying around with it.
Oh, definitely worth picking up. I mean, I'm glad I finally started playing it. And I think when it's over, I'll probably suggest this more than Prototype to most gamers. For those just looking for a quick pick up and play, Prototype's the game to go. But if you're looking for I don't want to say it's real deep of a game, but for a deeper game than Prototype, this is probably the game to pick up. And I really like the choice system of good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody who knows me, I always go good first, surprisingly enough. And the good choices sometimes are very hard. Not like hard difficulty, but a very hard choice to make, because you just want to be like, fuck it. If I do the bad, I just blaze through everyone and I'm fucking good to go. But instead, the good choices make the game a little more difficult because you're trying to be the hero and not hurt anyone else. But it's not that much more difficult. It just takes a little more patience, normally. like, there's a point where you're getting sprayed with this stuff, and at one point you're like, well, I can make this guy do it, and he'll get sprayed, or I could do it. I was like, fuck it, I'll do it again. It's definitely worth the pickup, and I suggest everybody go out there who has a PS3 to pick up Infamous, because it's definite worthy exclusive to own on the PS3. So that's it. I played a lot, but I'm sure I'll have a lot more of these upcoming weeks. So why don't we get into our bargain bins? Brian, you want to start us off with your interesting choice this week?
Yeah. So I was checking out Amazon.com, and for this week I picked Pimp My Ride on the Wii. It is an entire $3.97. So if you really feel like totally picking up something that's totally probably, just worth your time enough for the $4 you're going to spend, this is your choice. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty much terrible, but it's going to be it's like going to be the best terrible. Sort of like playing your 50-cent Blood in the Sand.
No,
only you like to pay $4 for it.
Hold on. 50 Cent Blood in the Sand is actually a game that everybody, I won't say raved about, but gave very good scores to. 50 Cent Blood in the Sand is a damn good game.
Sounds like Brian disagrees with that, but okay.
I guess I'd have to try it myself before I say anything. But yeah,
50 Cent Blood in the Sand is just, oh my god.
Yeah. Why don't you get that for the Wii? Oh wait, they don't make M games for the Wii.
Yes, they do. They make M games for the Wii,
but they all fail.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can't argue with that.
No,
that's not true. Wasn't Resident Evil 4 an M-rated game?
That's one of the few, though. But look at all the non-ports.
Yeah, that's true. Non-ports are, well, yeah. You never know. Someday, maybe. Something.
Well, I played Pimp My Ride on the 360, and I don't know if it's the same as the Wii. There's some parts of the game which are kind of fun, like we do the... God, I don't even want to say this. You can ghost walk the car. Like, the car's riding and you're dancing next to it.
Oh, jeez.
You gotta hit the buttons in time. I laughed my ass off that part. But the part where you actually have to pimp out the vehicle and they give you a timer is so fucking horrible. It's so fucking annoying.
Is it?
That's hilarious. That is hilarious. But yeah, so Pimp My Ride, $4 on Amazon.
Hey, it's got 1.5 stars somehow. Hey, Pimp My Ride on the 360 has 5 stars.
God, that's terrible.
Who's fucking doing that? That's funny.
Not right. That is not right. Anyway, so there you go.
Ben,
what about you, Ben?
Mine is Halo Wars for the 360. It's the RTS for there, and it is at $28 and oh no, hold on. Yeah, it's 28. Yeah, $28.76 on Amazon.com. It's you can't just like order it through like just Amazon. You have to look where it says used and new, and then you can buy it new for $28.
if you want to get it new, you can get it for about $5 more.
Yeah,
less than 35.
So, but I played the game a little bit. I like that, but for an RTS, I like my RTS on the PC. So, but for the I think it's like a first ever console RTS or whatever. They didn't do that bad of a job. I thought they could have done a little bit more better job with it. There's like buttons that I could have used, but they weren't usable at all. So they could have done a whole lot much better job. But it's a pretty decent game overall. But for less than 30, I might pick it up again and just beat it, and then we'll go and see from there. So, yeah,
right.
It's not that bad. So I mean, it's a pretty decent game for first ever RTS. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed what I played from it, and before I returned it to GameFly. So
cool.
Speaking of Halo, is anyone actually going to go to see the Halo truck thing
I've thought about it, but
The what? Did I miss something?
the Halo truck that's coming. Only thing is, Nicola will be in town that week, so I don't know if we'll actually go out there.
All right.
Hmm. Okay.
And oh my god. All right. My bargain bin this week is going back a bit. For those who are a fan of the rhythm games, if you never touched Guitar Hero 3, you can get it for $15.08 on Amazon. The only downfall to this I thought was the fact that most of them are cover songs. Not
Yeah, I
most of
don't
them.
think they're all. I don't think they're masters, if that's what you're.
Yeah. Well, maybe this one has more masters than Guitar Hero 2. I think I have this mixed up. I think Guitar Hero 2 is mostly covers. This one is, I think, a lot of masters, but they still were stuck with a lot of cover songs.
No, well, yeah, Guitar Hero 2 was a lot of the cover songs, and
Yeah.
Guitar Hero 3 I had a lot of the masters, but like you said, some of them were the cover songs. So
Yeah. Not bad to pick up if you got $15 burning a hole in your pocket. Um, it's the first game I played of the Rhythm series, and I enjoyed it until I got Rock Band. But no, I definitely think it's worth the pick up to play. Got some decent achievements in there as well. Real quick, we'll get into the Pwned Game nights. We've had a few over the past couple weeks. Burnout Paradise was a blast. No real winner there. Halo 3 this past weekend. Congrats to Monkey DeLuffy. Basically, there's only 4 of us anyway. Shout outs to Mari. Beat you by 2 in ballin'. She'll give me shit for that. And finally, Gears 2. Oh god. So Erraticus won Gears 2. Congrats to him. But I will concede that I rage quit last match. This was okay. The worst part is this was a special Pwn night for Nicola's birthday. I kept telling myself I wasn't gonna rage during the game, and I don't know what was happening. The lag was horrible. I kept like getting parts where I should have gotten the kill. I was dying, and I was getting angry. And finally, we were at the end of the night, and I was like, so I tried to hint to Nicola, like, go watch your show that she wanted to watch. And she was like, no, let's do one more. And I'm like, fuck. I knew this was going to end badly. So we get in there, and the first round, I throw a nade at True Oz. And as I'm about to tag him, as he's standing next to me with the other nade, because he ran past the first one blows up the one in my hand. I die. I don't have a problem with that. But Oz keeps running like next to me, like there's nothing happened. So at this point, I just threw up my controllers, like fuck it, walked off for a second. Came back, the next round had already started. I ran, got the nades or whatever, ran out of the nades, and same thing with Oz again. He comes creeping up a wall, like against it. I turn around that wall, blast him dead in the head, and nothing happens. He jumps off the wall. I shoot him 2 more times dead on. Nothing happens. He shoots me once, I'm dead. At that point, I just turned off the 360. I was like, I'm done. I'm done playing. I was so upset. And I actually got some backup on that one. Nicola was watching me because she had already died through the kill, like the death cam, where you can watch other people, and watch the whole thing happen. She said the minute she saw host quit, she called me. I was like, I knew you were pissed.
God.
I was
Oh,
furious.
yeah, because I'm sitting here with Andy, and he's he saw that the connection was broken, and he thought it was like from lag or something like that. And I'm like thinking, I'm like, no, that's probably Mike.
Somehow, I still managed to come in 3rd place. Don't ask how.
Soho.
I know.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So, but our next night is Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2.
People still play that game?
I'm trying to get people to play that game.
Play what game?
I figure a lot of people might have it, and it's real cheap to pick up. So right now, actually, there's 5 people attending. Sweet. But no, that's this Wednesday from 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern, 6 to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So be there, come out, have fun. And next Saturday is Rainbow Six Vegas 2 from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern. Should be a fun time. Last time we played Vegas 2, we had 12 people. I was shocked that many people still own the game. But it's always a lot of fun in Vegas 2, so I look forward to that. Alright. Now, let's get into our discussion. We're going to be discussing Sony and some upcoming products and updates.
Since you're such a huge hater, this should be interesting.
Oh my god. Okay, first off, Sony's bringing out the PS3 Slim. I'll be honest,
surprised.
I like the idea of the PS3 Slim. I don't like the idea that it's actually slimmer. Not in the fact that size-wise, they're actually trimming a lot of shit that were basically they're trimming even more features off the current PS3 for the PS3 Slim. I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know what Sony's thinking at this point. It's like, hey, we're going to make this cheaper, but we're going to give you even less.
I think I said this in our last Sony discussion that I have no idea what they're doing. And it's just like one thing after another, they just keep on going out with these ideas. And it's just like, can you at least give me, like, some games to look forward to and not just like the usual suspect of like God of War or Final Fantasy? I mean, can you give me something more than that? But, with the slim PS3, I mean, yay, it looks nice and slim, but I still would rather have the fat one over the slim one.
I'm keeping my backwards compatibility one, backwards compatible one. So,
as am I.
I mean, I paid a premium for it, so I might as well.
What'd you get, the 60?
Yeah, I got the 60. I got it off of eBay, but I got like a few games for it, and I got it like for 400.
That's not bad. Yeah, I got the 80. Well, now a 320 because I upgraded the hard drive, but but yeah, I got the software backwards compatibility, and I don't complain. I don't play a lot of PS2 games on it, very few here and there. So, but the ones I have played on there play fine. My problem is it just seems like great. You're finally giving us a price cut on the damn thing, but don't cut out more shit.
Like what are they cutting out that you're? That maybe I misread it. I don't know.
I believe it's now going to be only 2 USB slots. Period.
Oh, they've been doing that since the 40 gig came out. That
but
only
the 40,
has 2
but you had the choice between the 40 or the 80. One of them still had those 4 slots.
Yeah.
I hope the wireless is better in this because my wireless is shit. I have mine hardwired because my wireless is fucking crap. It's never worked well. I try to download an update on the wireless and I'll sit there for hours.
Huh.
I wonder if it's just mine. I don't know.
I have some trouble, but not a ton.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, go ahead.
I don't know. A lot of people have been praising the matte finish on it. I kind of like my glossy finish of the PS3 I have now.
I think I'd like to see it in person before I go, like, oh my god, I love this.
But,
Wait, you don't say
I
that
don't know.
now?
I saw the PS3 symbol on top, and I thought it was fake. I thought it was a fake picture. I was like, really? It doesn't even look flashy. It was like, oh, this is fake. Oh, wait, it is real. I don't know. I probably will get one eventually. Only because I have stated, I don't think on the podcast before, but to others, that once I get an HD TV for the bedroom, I'll probably get a second PS3 to have Blu-ray in the bedroom.
Wow.
So, this is actually, now that it's $300, might as well get that instead of spending $200, $250 for just a plain Blu-ray player.
Sure.
So. Plus, PS3 gets better updates. I don't know. I like the idea behind the PS3. I just think that they should eventually bring back the backwards compatibility. Got to. They're like, hey, we're trying to get more people to the PS3. Well, give them a reason to bring their PS2 games over. That's why PS2 is still selling so well. People are like, fuck it.
It's actually outselling the PS3.
Yeah.
Of course, because you're not... Microsoft, while everybody hated it, was brilliant. They said, fuck it. No more Xbox shit. Come over. We're not supporting that shit anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna force you... I don't think they'll do it the next time around. I don't think they
I'm not sure it was worth supporting, though, either.
I disagree.
There was like what? There was Halo and Halo 2, and then there
Unreal
was
Championship was awesome on that. If you didn't have a computer to play Unreal Tournament, Unreal Championship was a great game. But no, there's some good titles on there. Indigo Prophecy and stuff played better. I thought a lot of games like Madden and stuff played better on the Xbox as well. But no,
you're not gonna play your Xbox Madden, if you can get a 360 version.
I just believe that Sony finally has to say, you know what? We're going to put backwards compatibility on our machines, or at least sell the software on PSN, and stop supporting the PS2.
It's actually not a horrible idea to have. I mean, you might as well sell it separately.
Exactly. $15. Do you think people may bitch at first, but they're going to pay that shit?
Hell yeah, they will. Yes, they will.
If I bought a PS3 Slim and they were like, "Oh, pay us $15," I'm like, okay. Okay, I have no complaints.
Yep.
The other thing coming out, well, what are your ideas on the PS3 Slim there, Brian?
I like it because they're finally realizing that, and it probably maybe a year too late, but they're finally making the realization that they're just not going to sell it for the price that they previously had it, and they had to drop it. So it was best to come out with a new SKU and just get rid of the 80 gig, and eventually, hopefully, my long-term hope is that they go down to one SKU and just say, okay, we've gotten rid of everything else. Here's the PS3 Slim.
I thought it was just one SKU. I thought they're getting rid of the 160 as well, and it's just the 120.
I didn't hear about the 160. I heard that they were definitely getting rid of the 80. So, I mean, it all comes down. They need to go down to one SKU. And I mean, Microsoft's already making the move to get rid of the Pro, so they only have two SKUs.
Yeah.
People need less choices. It's way too much cost for so little return.
Yeah. I
Ben?
wonder if the PS3 160 is going to be gone.
Yeah. All right.
I can't imagine charging $40 more just for 40 gigs.
Yeah. So.
But with the firmware 3.0 update that's been announced, which David posted an article on AggroGamer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you guys. I'm a little disappointed. It seems like more aesthetics and not enough push towards functionality. The PlayStation Network has so far to go, but they just focus on the other shit. They still refuse to add in cross-game invites. Like, the Resistance 2 is one of the worst. You have to wait till everybody's actually in the game to fucking invite them even into your party. Killzone 2, same thing. It's not like they can't be playing something else to invite them in. There's no functionality there like the Xbox Live. I'm like, great. So you're going to have new PlayStation Store shortcuts underneath the game and video categories. I probably won't even use them. When I go in the PlayStation Store, I go to the new page, and that's about it, and then leave. Adding in a status indicator. Top right corner will be an indicator bar which will display your user icon, friend icons, message if you have messages, number of people online. Great, that should have been there from the beginning.
Yeah. Hey, you know what though? I mean, it takes 2 years for things to come out to fix what should have been there all along. Look at Wii Motion Plus.
What's new? The what's new is the new information board. Whoop the freaking do. Friends list is going to be redesigned.
Whoop-de-fucking-do.
That's what I'm saying. It's all aesthetics. It's
No.
You'll be able to personalize your PS3 with dynamic custom themes and avatars. Really?
Whoop-de-fucking do.
Now, I have a feeling your home avatars are now going to be the new Mii's and 360 avatars. Like, I have a feeling they're gonna be dancing around in the background and stuff.
Oh joy.
It says it's gonna have animated objects in the background.
Oh god. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
And trophies will get an update as well. Basically, trophies will be able to look like how the game developers want them to look. I mean, a lot of this is cool stuff, but for a 3.0 update, I expect more. I don't expect little aesthetics that make everything look better. When you say, I'm coming out with 3.0, I expect you fixing problems with PSN. Give me more functionality on that shit. You know what? Force me to start off the PS3 in fucking home. Make me use home. Force me to use home. Because right now, I have no desire to ever go in there. They gave away that Chris Angel coffin couch. I never even fucking bothered. I was like,
I did. I got it.
I was going to, and I was like, I don't even fucking care, because you know what? I'm going to go in and download that and do nothing with it.
I set it up in my little apartment-y thing.
I have an apartment and a summer home.
I actually considered getting they had like the Ghostbusters, the entire firehouse. I was like, I was just sitting there with my thumb on the button. I'm like, I'm going to spend $5 on this? Will I?
It would be great, but that's the thing. I would think about that too if they force people to go in the home. If they forced you to use it, you'd be able to go in there and actually see your friends and maybe actually utilize it. In Japan, they do great things in home. They had Miku Hatsune, the singing and performing concerts. She'd appear on different things around home, and people would run and try to find her.
Nice.
I thought that was fucking awesome. Do some shit like that in home. Make me want to go in there. You know what? And make the Japanese stuff accessible to America. I want a Miku Hatsune outfit on my character. I want to cosplay. I won't cosplay in real life, but I'll do that shit online.
That's funny as hell.
But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about the 3.0? Is there stuff you'd like to see?
I don't know. Actually, make the PSN, much better than it is now. So that I'm not playing a game and I'm being dropped because the connection sucks. I don't know, something like that. Maybe something, to improve the service a little bit more than the crap that I'm reading right now. Because it's just like, it's just nothing new. Oh, we're going to improve the friend list, the trophies are going to be different, and status is going to blah, blah, blah. So what? I don't give a fuck. Give me a better connection for PSN so that I can use my PS3 much better than, or much more than I have been. Because as a Sony fan, because of sports, as a Sony fanboy, I'm using my 360 a whole lot more than I have been for my PS3.
Yeah. Oh, I played the hell out of my PS2. That's the thing. People think I'm just some Sony hater, but I absolutely loved my PS2.
Oh, my PS2 was awesome.
I still own more PS2 games than any other system. I mean, I've got over 3 rows of games on my shelves. It was such a great system. I love the Sony, the PS1, but something with the PS3, it's just not happening for me. I'm trying so hard to like it. But other than Blu-rays, it doesn't get much out of me. I mean, Infamous right now, but that's one game. Once that's done, maybe by October when Uncharted 2 comes out.
But yeah, it's like, you play one game now, okay, then you gotta wait for the next big title to come out, because anything else that comes out between one big title to another is like pretty much a waste of your time.
Yeah, actually, and I found out Cross Edge, which was a PlayStation 3 exclusive, is now coming to 360. And actually, PS3 owners, and Brian, I highly suggest you getting this game. Tales of Vesperia will be coming to the PS3.
Yeah. Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll own it the second time because I'll play through it again.
Okay.
I gotta give it a shot.
It's an awesome game. But Brian, what do you think about the 3.0 update?
I mean, I can agree that it definitely is a it's not the kind of step that what people are looking for. But I like some of the improvements that they have. I mean, I'd like to be able to have some kind of cool, Little Big Planet, thing where the sun comes up and down depending on what time of day it is, and I guess I kind of like something like that. I like those sort of aesthetic changes, but I agree. I mean, there definitely needs to be some kind of change being made. Like if that new friends thing, I want to click on it. So there's two friends online. I want to be able to click it and it come down and then tell me exactly what they're doing, what game they're playing, and if I want to join them, I should be able to click on them and then instantly join them, assuming I have the disc in the system and whatever.
Yeah.
But that should be an option. I should have instant join. Like if you go into Steam and you see your friends list and you right click on them, it basically says join them in game, and you're like, yes, I would like to do that, and then right away
the same way as long as they're as long as they're in an open party where anybody can join in 360, you can click join game.
Yeah.
I don't understand how PSN does not have that. Another thing I do want to say, shit, I forgot what I was going to say. I'm drawing a total blank now. No, but how you were talking about the dynamic themes and all that. But I'd like to rather have that in the home. Like I said, force me to go in home and give me stuff like that.
Sure.
I don't understand why you're making me utilize this whole dashboard thing when you could easily just make people go into home, make them start their games from home, make them go into their house, invite their friends over, and they can bring up their friends that way. Another thing, actually, I remember what I was going to say. How you said you'd like to be able to see what they're doing in the friends list and then be able to join?
Yeah.
One thing that bugs the hell out of me is if I watch a Blu-ray, I sign off from PSN. Let people know I'm watching a movie.
Yeah,
360 does it. 360 says watching a movie, watching a video, watching Netflix and this movie. If I'm doing that, fucking tell people I'm doing that. Don't sign me off PSN. I like being online. I like having it where people are like, oh, he's watching this. Maybe they can send me a message. Hey, what are you watching? Is it any good?
Yeah, and I should be able to join. Like, why can't I join you?
Yeah. That would be
at that point. I mean, and if you have to, the problem is now you're getting into copyright laws and whether or not,
Netflix has that on 360, but I don't know. I hear PS3 is trying to get Netflix on there as well. Yeah. Maybe they'll have the party system like the 360. 360 has it where you can have 8 people watching the same movie at the exact same time talking.
Yeah. See, I'm down with that.
I just think the PS3 has a long way to go. I hate to say that. It just feels like that.
And then the thing is that there's no reason that they can't honestly just steal, just steal the idea. I mean, like you saw 360 stole Mii's, so just steal the idea. It's not like it's that difficult.
Exactly.
Oh, but we want to be original.
Well, then fine, change it and make it original, but just use the right idea. I mean, why reinvent the wheel?
Exactly. I mean, at least do something with PSN. Have it as a paid service, like Mike mentioned before. Do something like that so that people will jump on that. At least as long as there's a paid service and it's a better service than what it is now, people will jump all over that, and then that would create revenue for Sony. I don't know, just throwing it out there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, and I don't like a lot of people are having problems with paying for stuff at home. I don't give a shit. Like you said, you almost bought the Ghostbusters Firehouse. Cool. I mean, hell, over on the Avatar side on 360, I just bought a bunch of clothes for my Avatar and a skateboard.
Sad.
Hey, Tokidoki is cool shit. I couldn't pass it up.
Oh, I bet
I was like, they got Tokidoki stuff? Fuck yeah. I bought a hat, a shirt, I bought Gears 2 shoes, and a Tokidoki skateboard.
Sorry, did you buy any dolls for your avatars?
No. Fuck you. Figures. No. I mean, I don't want to hate on Sony. I want them to do better. I just want them to focus on what they need to do, not try to make everything look prettier. What's the whole Chris Farley thing from Tommy Boy? I can put shit in a box and tell you it's the best thing ever or whatever, but it's still shit in a box.
Something like that, yeah.
It's what it feels like. They're just trying to cover up the problems right now and hope people will be like, oh, this is nice, instead of focusing on what they need to focus on. And I'm not saying the PS3 is shit in the box. Don't get that analogy wrong. I think it's a great system, and it's got some great games coming out for it. The problem is they just really need to ramp up the functionality, like I've been saying.
Well, I think it's one of the better system that's ready out of the box.
Oh,
with like the wireless already built into it, everything's all right there, ready to go. It's just that there's no firmware. The correct firmware. The PSN just freaking blows, and there's barely any games for it. Granted, there's like what 3-4 main titles that's coming up for it, like this, like fall 2010. I mean, at least give me something more. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think we all agree that Sony needs to upgrade their PSN service. While these things are great, they need more. So I don't know.
I guess when it boils down to it, it comes down to Sony is just they're still just lagging behind a little bit, and maybe it's a part of their whole I don't know, like 10-year plan bullshit, but they need to pick it up a little more. It just has to go a little faster. Unfortunately, we're stuck with this generation of instant gratification. We need to have it now. We need to have it now.
Well, the problem is with Sony, it's been 2 years.
Exactly.
It's no longer we need to have it now. It's they need to have it now. If you want to make the sales, you gotta perform.
I mean, is that okay? You said earlier, like with this firmware coming out, you felt like it's a cover up with the main issue. Do you feel the same way with them releasing the PS3 Slim? Do you feel that that's a cover up? Like, okay, we don't want to admit our mistakes with the current console, so here's a new console, and maybe you enjoy that one much better than the current one.
No, I think the PS3 Slim isn't a cover-up. It's them making it cheaper so they can sell it cheaper. That's all this is. This is them repackaging it in an obvious move to make things cheaper so they could sell it at a better and a more competitive price, which is going to suck because the 360 is supposed to have another price drop.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be down to $270, and the arcade is talking about going to $170. It's going to be ridiculous if it hits that cheap.
If it drops, of course, I saw what did I say this week, Ben, when I saw a Pro for $240, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
On Dell.
The
so
60 gig one?
Yeah, the 60 gig one.
Free shipping?
It's Dell, so probably no. Well, actually, no. I bought some memory. So yeah, and I got that free shipping. So
yeah, but you gotta pay the taxes. I'm telling you.
So, but still, I mean, like, it's getting cheaper and cheaper. If I can get an Elite for a decent price, and maybe I'll actually get one.
Yeah.
Actually give into the hate.
Yep. I say go for it. Come play.
I don't know.
I think that's about wraps up this show, though. Promise we'll be back on a weekly schedule. I don't know about PAX weekend, though. Or we'll just find somebody to fill in Bin's shoes.
No,
not that anyone could. Something.
Yeah, right. No, I'll be on.
Yeah, well, it depends on your connection from the hotel.
Oh, that's true.
Trust me, the hotel we had was charging quite a bit.
Actually, no, wait, no, never mind. No, I won't be there. I won't be here. Because I'm planning on flying out that Sunday, actually.
Yeah. So yeah, that's no problem.
We'll figure it out offline.
Yeah, we'll try to see if we can get the Average Joe Gamer guys on in a couple weeks to.
They're going to be at PAX.
Yeah, they're going to be at
well,
PAX, man.
So maybe we'll have them on the weekend.
Actually, no, I'm sorry.
That
Eric, let's see, Eric and Wesley will be there, but I don't think Nate will be.
Nate
so
won't make it till the East Coast one.
Yeah, so you can probably get him to do it.
No, we'll get all of them on there probably the week after.
Yeah, maybe the week after we can have a huge PAX Fest.
Yeah, we'll talk. I'll talk to Eric when.
While I have Nicola on in the background yelling, saying
nice. That'll be fantastic. Get her on.
I'm trying. She refuses.
That'd be awesome.
But so we're gonna head on out, guys. Be back next week with episode 40. 40.
Yeah.
We're gonna be back with episode 40.
Oh God!
Wow.
So you can find all of us at the typical places. Brian is /Quiglin. Binh is /Church4252. I am /G Nitro. And don't forget to check out /AggroGamer on Twitter.com. Don't forget AggroCast at AggroGamer.com. Email us question, comments, or anything else you want to talk about.
iTunes and Zune.
Yes, iTunes and Zune. Rate and review. Rate and review.
Seriously, folks, it's big. It's important.
Yeah. Get us up there. Help us, please.
Yes, please.
But on that note, we are out.
Wow, are we begging?
Well, we're strongly encouraging people to take part in
are we strongly encouraging people?
The reviewing process.
I will kill my dog if you don't do it.
Oh, no. Oh, come on.
Oh God, I'm gonna hear that one later. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh dear God! Now we're gonna get PETA after us. Now, great. Not only do we got the freaking never mind. Just go.
All right. We'll see y'all next week. Until then, Binh will be. Peace.
Later.
See you guys later. I hate you all.